One wrong answer can ruin a celebrity interview. But when Jennifer Lawrence gives the wrong answer, it becomes the best part of the whole show. Because Jennifer Lawrence doesn't filter. She doesn't rehearse charm. She just says what she's thinking. And somehow, it always lands. Interviews are supposed to be polished. Red carpets are supposed to be controlled. Award shows are supposed to feel scripted. The moment Jennifer Lawrence walks in, that script dissolves. The host may be prepared, the cameras may be ready. But Jennifer operates by a different rulebook entirely, and that's exactly why people cannot stop watching her. Most celebrities learn to sound perfect. They learn to smile at the right moment. They learn to answer without saying too much. They build walls between their private self and their public image. Jennifer Lawrence never really did that. She stayed open, she stayed honest, she stayed a little wild. And over 13 years, that turned her into one of the funniest people to ever sit in an interview chair. The thing that separates her from every other funny celebrity is this. She doesn't chase the laugh. She doesn't set up the punchline. She just says what's true and lets everyone else catch up. That's the difference between a comedian and someone who is genuinely funny. Jennifer is genuinely funny, which means she can't predict what she'll say next. Which means the interviewers definitely can't. The 2013 Oscars should have been her perfect moment. Walking up the stairs to accept Best Actress for Silver Linings Playbook, the whole world watching, the kind of moment stars dream about for years. Then she fell. Just like that, the perfect moment was gone. For most stars, that would be career disaster. A painful clip replayed forever, a moment of shame. But Jennifer Lawrence did something few celebrities can do. She didn't hide from it. She didn't make excuses. She walked into the press room and immediately joked about it.
What went through my mind when I fell down? A bad word that I can't say that starts with F.
When asked what went through her mind when she fell, she didn't pause. She didn't sanitize. What went through my mind when I fell down? A bad word that I can't say that starts with F. The room erupted. She just transformed the most embarrassing moment into the most memorable one. By owning it before anyone else could define it, she changed what the fall meant. It wasn't failure, it was relatability. It was proof that even at the highest moments of success, you can still be beautifully, imperfectly human. Then came the Seth Meyers moment that rewrote the rules of late-night television. Jennifer casually confessed she'd had a crush on him. Not a small one, a real one. She laid out the entire story with complete vulnerability and zero filter. Okay, so I had a really big crush on you. And so I had this whole plan, like all week I was like, he's going to ask me out. He's totally going to ask me out. And then like later in the week, I was like, I'm going to ask him out. Seth sat there, processing. She continued completely calm as if confessing to a crush on live television was the most normal thing in the world. And so I was getting a costume fitting and I had this whole plan. I was going to ask you out and I started. Thank God I talked to the wardrobe lady about it. She was like, honey, he's engaged. Seth's face went white. The audience lost it. What could have been a weird confession became comedy because she delivered it with zero embarrassment. She didn't shy away from being delusional. She celebrated it. I created the romance in my head because I'm delusional. That's the gift. Most people hide vulnerability. Jennifer weaponizes it, and somehow that makes people trust her more because she's refusing to pretend to be someone she's not. But the moments that really prove her gift are the ones nobody saw coming. At one award show, she was given clear instructions. Relax, have fun, but don't say the F word for the whole show. Her response? I can't say the F word, right? For the whole show? Correct. Not even once? Okay, maybe once. All right. Yeah, let's do this, mother.
It's a big night for you, Jennifer. But it's gonna be okay. You just have to relax, have fun, and don't say the F word. I can't say the F word, right?
Unfortunately not.
For the whole show?
Correct.
Not even once?
Okay, maybe once.
All right. Yeah, let's do this, mother.
Before the sentence even ended, she'd broken the rule. The audience knew it. She knew it. And that's the thing about Jennifer. The moment someone tells her not to do something, she's already thought of 17 reasons why she should. It's not rebellion, it's just her brain working in real time on camera. This is what makes her impossible to fully control. You can brief her, you can give her guidelines, but Jennifer Lawrence exists in the space between what you say and what she thinks. And that space is where all the comedy lives. Then there's the interview where someone asked her the question that should never be asked. Do you and Kanye like fart in front of each other, or do you talk about farting? Like, do you fart in front of him? Most celebrities would dodge this, would laugh it off, would say something diplomatic. Jennifer looked directly at the camera and said, "I don't fart."
So do you and Kanye, like, fart in front of each other, or do you talk about farts? Like, do you fart in front of him?
I don't fart. What are you talking about?
There's no real good way to segue into that, but I was just thinking, because I asked you to get me Gas X, and I remember Kanye looking down the table like, oh my God, she farts.
I feel like I know you so well now.
Yeah, inside and out.
Yeah.
The interviewer paused. You don't fart? There's no real good way to segue into that. And that single exchange is peak Jennifer. She didn't pretend. She didn't perform. She just sat with the absurdity and let it be funny on its own. By refusing to play along with the weird premise, she made the weirdness even funnier. Maybe the best example of Jennifer destroying the format happened when a host tried to use a swear jar against her. They offered $100 for every swear she could say in 30 seconds, with all proceeds going to charity. Swearing is caring, they announced. Jennifer took a breath. Then for 30 seconds straight, she unleashed a profanity-filled monologue that would make a sailor blush. The host sat there, shocked, realizing they'd made a terrible miscalculation. The audience couldn't breathe from laughing, and then it was over. She'd turned a trap into a game and won.
Is that a good idea? And remember, this is for the kids. Go!
Okay. Mother, father, brother, sister, stink, taint,
That's the thing about Jennifer Lawrence destroying interviewers. She doesn't do it through clever comebacks or witty insults. She does it by being completely, unapologetically herself. And then there's the time she casually revealed she desecrated sacred Hawaiian rocks.
We're filming in Hawaii, and there were sacred rocks, and you're not supposed to sit on them because you're not supposed to expose your genitalia to them.
Bless.
I, however, was in a wetsuit for this whole shoot,
So it doesn't count, right?
Oh my God, they were so good for butt itching. Just be like, oh! It's one rock that I was spud scratching on ended up coming loose. It was a giant boulder, and it rolled down this mountain and almost killed our sound guy. And all the Hawaiians were like, oh my God, it's the curse. In the corner like going, I'm your curse. I wedged it loose with my ass.
We're filming in Hawaii, and there were sacred rocks, and you're not supposed to sit on them because you're not supposed to expose your genitalia to them. She paused. I, however, was in a wetsuit for this whole shoot. But then came the punchline. Oh my God, they were so good for butt itch, and I was like, oh, it's one rock that I was butt scratching on, ended up coming loose. It was a giant boulder, and it rolled down this mountain and almost killed our sound guy. The interviewer laughed so hard they could barely continue. And all the Hawaiians were like, oh my God, it's the curse. Jennifer just shrugged. Quarter like one. I'm your curse. I wedged it loose with my ass. That's not just being funny. That's taking a genuinely weird story and committing to it so completely that the awkwardness becomes charm. She didn't apologize for accidentally unleashing a boulder. She just owned it. She treated her own mistake like it was the funniest thing that had ever happened. What makes Jennifer Lawrence different from other funny celebrities is simple. She doesn't perform humor. She performs honesty. And honesty is 1,000 times more powerful than a well-timed joke. Most celebrities have learned that interviews require control. You control your image. You control your narrative. You control what people see. Jennifer Lawrence realized something else. That control is boring. That the moment you stop trying to look perfect, people actually see you. When she trips on the Oscars stairs, she doesn't pretend it didn't happen. She explains it. I tried to walk upstairs in this dress. That's what happened. And they waxed the stairs. Simple. Real. Funny. When she gets asked a weird question, she doesn't deflect. She answers it. Straight. No filter. When she realizes she's overshared, she doesn't backtrack. She leans in. She doubles down. She makes the mistake part of the joke. That's what makes her destroy interviewers. Not viciousness, not cleverness, but the absolute refusal to play the game everyone else is playing. She shows up to a chess match and plays checkers, and somehow she wins every single time. In a world where celebrities are trained to hide every flaw, Jennifer Lawrence made her flaws part of the magic. She trips and becomes more lovable, she overshares and becomes more relatable, she swears and breaks the rules and somehow gains power instead of losing it. She doesn't steal the spotlight, she humanizes it. She walks into pristine, controlled environments and reminds everyone that real humans are messy, real humans say the wrong thing, real humans fall upstairs in expensive dresses, real humans admit to bedwetting at age 13 on national television, and real humans don't apologize for being real. And in doing that, she gives permission. To the host, to the audience, to everyone watching. Permission to be less than perfect. Permission to laugh at yourself. Permission to stop pretending. That's the real power. Not destroying anyone, but liberating everyone. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe. Jennifer Lawrence proves that authenticity beats polish every single time. Which of these moments is your favorite? Drop it in the comments. Because unlike most celebrities, her best moments can't be planned in advance, they just happen. And that's what makes her unforgettable.